where stories ignite. Every spark and ember glows with tales tonight. We'll read, you'll choose, endless quest, fireside tales, and me. Every path we take leads to worlds we've yet to see. Heroes rise and fall in lands both near and far. Mysteries unravel under moon and star. Twists and turns behind each door. Every page holds something more. Come closer now, the fire's warm. Adventures calling evermore. We'll read, you'll choose, endless quest, fireside tales, and me. Every path we take leads to worlds we've yet to see. So stoke the flames and turn the page. Our endless tale has just So stoke the flames and turn the page. Our endless tale has just begun.
Greetings. From the Hilt cautions that this program may contain mature content that includes adult language, sexual innuendos, and other some such content. Sam Nolikey warns that it could get a bit funky fresh up in here with the best community on YouTube. Please enjoy the show.
Greetings. I'm Logan, the G.I. Joe Gamer. We're back for another Endless Quest book. Sorry about last week. I got everything sorted out. Now we got corrupted and wow, had a fun time back here for about a half hour. Well, tonight we are going to be reading Revenge of the Rainbow Dragons, but I wanted to take care of the poll first so that we know what we're reading on May 2nd, because we're going to be on vacation next month. So, well, at the beginning of the month. And so we won't be able to do a review next month on the Endless Quest books. So, first option of the poll is Mountain of Mirrors. Now, this is a really cool one with a frost giant in it. So, and it's a white dragon. So, it's got a really dragon in it. I'm going to say hi to everybody before I really get back into that. Sorry. Got excited. We got Bobby Catalano in the house. Wow, that really jumped up. Bobby saying hi. I meant to start all this stuff, but I didn't because I am just ready to go. Bobby says she doesn't know what she just voted for. Got a lot of chat going on. We have Ray showing up, asking what happened to the other link. Well, we got that sorted. And then we got Tiger jumping in, who needed some autocorrect issues. Then we have Phil. How's it going? And then Berdazzle. Berdazzle just joined us. Hello, Berdazzle. Good to see everybody tonight. So like I said, first choice, Mountain of Mirrors. Second choice, Circus of Fear. Now this is a really fun one. A little different, but it's pretty cool. And then my newest one that I just acquired off of Amazon. Well, it was an independent seller, but I got it for really, really cheap. I think the shipping cost a little more than the actual book did. So, but all in all, less than $10. So it was kind of cool. Hello, Kenneth Bird. So those are our 3 poll choices. Now, I'm not really sure on Duel the Masters what that one's really about. So that looks like it should be fun. Looks like we got some martial arts action going on. So maybe something a little different. Circus of Fear, I'm pretty sure, is about a kid who escapes from the circus, but it's D&D, so it's medieval fantasy. Oh yeah, Circus of Fear should not be in the same sentence. Yes, circus and fear. That's true. But I thought it was a pretty interesting title, and it's by Rose Estes, who wrote most of these other ones. The one we're reading today, she wrote, and she also wrote Mountain of Mirrors. So 2 of the choices are hers, but the other one is Chris Martindale. So I don't know who that is. But those are our poll options. So that's where we're at with that. Hope everybody is doing good tonight. Welcome to the dungeon. We're just getting set up here. So things look a little different. That's why. Because got everything done with our renovations, at least in this area of the house. I'm pretty sure we're pretty much done everywhere else too, for now at least. But tonight we got Revenge of the Rainbow Dragons. So let me know how everybody's doing, and I think we're good to go to get started here. Take a deep breath and we'll get things going. Oh man, Revenge of the Rainbow Dragons. This is actually a sequel to Pillars of Pentagon, which we read earlier as one of our read views here. There's a really good picture right there. Art by Jeff Easley. Yeah, he's one of the better TSR artists. Jeff Easley, Larry Elmore, they were some of the old school artists. Pretty cool stuff. All right, so make sure I get the light here so I can see different lighting. So I've got other lights, but I might be setting up different lights tomorrow night when we have our Friday show. But we should be set up a little different tomorrow night, so it should be pretty cool. Yes, Jeff Easley, Ray. Yes, sir. Rock. Cool Gamer joined us. Well, hello, Cool Gamer. Hi, how you doing? Good to see you. All right. Let's see here. Foxes aren't supposed to fly, Jamie, Fox says nervously as he hovers in midair. How about putting me down? Leave the flying to Featherface. I felt better on old Terra Extra Firma. Hush, friend Fox, scolds Pentagon. Consider yourself part of an important lesson. This is the first time Jamie has levitated an object, and you know he needs silence to concentrate. What we got here? Let's see. Thank you for reading the book, but with me, I cannot read only with 3rd grade level. Thank you so much for what you do for people who can't read. I enjoy it, so it should be a lot of fun. Everybody saying hi. All right, let's continue. Now, I'm an object, mutters Fox in disgust as he dangles above the ground. You ache with the effort of holding the spell, just as you feel you are mastering the skill. A thunderous noise rolls through the room. Your concentration breaks, and Fox falls to the floor with a thump. Oh, Fox, I'm sorry, you cry, rushing to his side. I'll be more careful next time. Next time, growls Fox, forget it. I have to go dig a den. A very long one. He turns and trots quickly from the room. Unfortunate attitude, says Owl. But what can we expect from the family Kennedy? Well done, child, says Pentagon. You're moving ahead nicely with your studies. I had planned on your being able to lift objects for another 6 months or so. But now that we've been interrupted, I suppose we better see who's at the door. And he makes a small gesture with his hand. Poof! A cloud of dust appears, then clears before you. Before you stands a travel-stained man, one hand raised as if knocking on a door. Lowering his hand, the traveler steps. Do you always answer doors like that? Then what else should I expect from a wizard? Giving a short bow, he says, Sir, I come from Rainbow Castle. Your presence is required. No later than 4 days hence. Hello, Sydney Cat. Welcome. Nice to see you. We're just getting started on the Revenge of the Rainbow Dragons tonight. I was eager to get into it. Is it a party, you ask hopefully? The messenger fixes you with an icy glance. Hardly. You will answer the charges of occupying the castle of the pillars and calling yourselves a wizard and apprentice. This castle is part of the domain assigned to the wizards Baelis, Pothus, and Rubus. Unless you can support your claim to the castle and win their permission to practice wizardry in the area, you will be banished from this land, says the messenger coldly. And now, if you will show me the door, I will return to Rainbow Castle. Poof! A cloud of smoke forms in front of the messenger, and when it clears, a large wooden door stands before him. A mere first-level spell, sneers the messenger. You'll have to do better than that at Rainbow Castle. Still sneering, he turns and strides out of the room. Rainbow Castle? Wizards? What's this all about, sir? You ask worriedly. Centuries ago, when I lost my kingdom to the evil one, Rainbow Castle was in the hands of the forces of good. Sighs Pedagog. The three brothers, Baelis, Pothus, and Rubus, were apprenticed to a third-rate wizard. Obviously, while I was in the evil one's power, the balance changed. I think we had better meet with them. It is always best to be polite to one's neighbors. Oh, hoity-toity. Yes, he was the messenger was pretty hoity-toity. All right. Pshaw, says Hal, don't be such a coward. Remember, cowards die 1,000 deaths. The valiant die but once. Go feather a nest, be brave, growls Fox. We will let Jamie decide. As my apprentice and the heir to this kingdom, Jamie must learn to make good, sound decisions, says Pedagog. And suddenly there are 3 pairs of eyes staring at you. Well, you stammer, thinking quickly. The way I see it, we have only 2 choices. Go to Rainbow Castle and see if we can work out our problems with our neighbors, turn to page 110, or ignore them and don't go, turn to page 83. So it's up to you guys. We had our first choice already. That was quick. I love this one. I read this one many times as a kid, so. It's been a long time, though, so this should be really cool. I don't remember it. That's how long it's been since I read it. So, all right, we got go to Rainbow Castle or ignore them and don't go. Up to you guys. I'm just getting used to my new setup here. If we ignore them, that will end the story already. You're probably right. That'll be a quick review. All right, we're done. Let's go. Woo! I've been looking forward to this. I was so disappointed when I couldn't read last week. So this should be some fun tonight. Go to the Rainbow Castle. Well, that's one. Sydney's laughing. Well, I'm glad you joined us, Sydney. This should be fun. I like doing these reviews. You read the book, and you guys get to choose where we go. Let me see. Go to where I got 83 and 110. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. That's kind of what I figured, but well, I'll have both pages, Bart. What do you guys think? Catching my breath here today. Just woke up from a nap about 6 o'clock. I was like, whoop, I overslept. My alarm rang at 4 and I just turned it off and kept on sleeping today. Yeah, when we get this all set up, I'll do a tour video and we'll fix this up. And there's still some things we got to move a bit. So it should be kind of fun. Now that we're set up in here, we'll be able to actually set up like our little studio here. So welcome to the dungeon, as it were. In its 3 stages, I suppose. No more takers, or are we just gonna move on? It's funny because the other option has like 2 paragraphs and some dialogue, very little, and then it says go to page 10 anyway, 110 anyway. Yeah. Let's see. Yes, yeah, he wants to show off his little bit. Well, you know, I am the G.I. Joe gamer, so got lots of those little bits. All right, we're going to Rainbow Castle. We had some people drop out a bit. Maybe they'll come back. We'll see. It is snowing as you and your friends set off for Rainbow Castle. Let's see. It seems as though our opponents are able to sway the seasons, observed the owl, as trees, rocks, and hills disappear in the whiteness. Yeah, and this snow is no fun either, says Fox, plunging through the snow through nose deep in the snow. You could have stayed at home, Fox. You didn't have to come. Oh no! If something horrible happens, I'd rather know about it right away. And besides, you guys need me. Swallowing your laughter, you turn to Pentegard. Sir, why don't you do something about this snow? Why don't you perform some magic and change it back to summer? Think, Jamie. If our foes are putting all their effort into creating winter just to annoy us, they can't send anything really dangerous against us, and they will believe that they have us in their power. You wipe your cold, dripping nose and try to appreciate Pentegard's plan. But the snow melts inside your boots, slithers down your neck, and freezes on your eyelashes. Even Pentegard is sniffling by the time Rainbow Castle comes into view several days later. Why do they call it Rainbow Castle, you ask, staring at the cascades and dirty gray ice that drape over the black towers and hang from the narrow barred windows? A cold, bitter wind wails around the grim walls and plucks and tears at your clothes. Sorry, not listening right now. Work? That's okay, Ray. Don't wait for my input on decisions. Okay. Like I said, I'll give everybody a few minutes, and then we move on. Got to be done at some point, Rue. Yep. Okay. In my youth, it was a beautiful place, Pentegard answers sadly. It looks like it's all closed for the winter. How about we go home and wait for spring, whines Fox. Ah, spring. Good idea, says Pentegard. Rainbow Castle is beautiful in the spring. And with a snap of his fingers, snow and ice begin to melt. What happened to let's not show our hand? Inch by inch, foot by foot, winter retreats, and in its place, warm, soft, and green spring comes to the land. Birds sing, flowers bloom, and gentle breezes blow. But the castle remains gray and gloomy. That's much better, and now they know we're here, says Pentegard. All sweet spring, full of sweet days and roses, sighs Owl, spreading his great wings to the sun. Why can't you speak plain English, Mouse Breath, snarls Fox. I was just noting the welcome arrival of the magical spring, oh illiterate one. What did you call me, barks Fox? Fox, Owl, stop this bickering now, or I'll send you both home, you say firmly. Let's see, work always gets in the way of fun. Sometimes it does. That's why I decided to start these a little later. To give everybody a chance to get in here. Fixing the two with a stern gaze, you quickly get out of your winter clothes and hurry after Pentegard. And here are our hosts, says Pentegard. 3 men stand at the end of the bridge. One is tall and thin. One is very, very fat. The third is as tiny as a small child. See here, Pentegard. What is the meaning of this? Demands the tall, thin wizard. An outrage, I say. This warm weather will not be tolerated. We prefer winter. And with a wave of his hand and a loud clap of thunder, spring vanishes as if it had never been, and winter descends in a flurry of flakes. Tit, tit, clucks Pentegard. I was enjoying the spring myself, and with a gesture and a sheet of lightning, winter is again replaced by spring. The 3 wizards grind their teeth in rage, their faces purple with fury. Now the tall wizard steps forward and begins to make magical gestures. Pentegard replies with movements of his own. Sparks fly and sheets of flame erupt from the wizards, and winter and spring flicker in and out. The 2 wizards stand firm as the air crackles from white to blue, warm to cold. Make it blue, no pink, no blue, pink. Yeah, that was one of the better parts. I'm pretty sure that was Sleeping Beauty. One of the better parts of that movie. At last, Pentegard laughs a great booming laugh and slaps his knee. Well done, Malus. But come, let's not confuse the birds any longer. Let it remain spring. Now that you've gotten us here, why don't you tell me what this is all about? Still laughing, he walks over and puts his arm around the unsmiling wizard's shoulders and begins to walk towards the castle. As you follow Pentegard into the castle, the high walls seem to swallow you up. Your footsteps echo hollowly as you enter a large room with 3 throne-like chairs set upon a raised platform. And here's these 3 wizards, 1 tall, 1 fat, 1 short. Let me see if I can get that focus good. There we go. The wizards bump and push as they climb onto the platform, each trying to claim the center chair. There are no other seats, and you look about in discomfort as the wizards stare down at you with small, nasty smiles. Small, nasty smiles. That's not an easy one to do. Pentegard says, well, I see we need a few more chairs, and with a snap, 2 big, deep chairs of gold, studded with precious gems and covered with soft, deep purple velvet appear behind you. Fox settles himself in a velvet-covered basket, and Owl cleaves to a golden bird perch. Delusions of grandeur much? Yes, that's about the size of it, it seems like. The wizards twitch nervously, pull their scraggly beards, and whisper. They seem to be urging each other to do something. Finally, Tiny Rubius is levitated from his chair by one of his brothers. Stumbling to his feet, he draws himself to his full puny height, puffs up his chest and says, Pentegard, you have been brought here to answer charges of practicing wizardry without a license. This area belongs to us. When you left, we applied to the Grand Council and they granted us control. Nice for you all, growls Penteguard. I won't bother to ask why you never helped me in all the years I fought to rid the country of the evil one, who caused me to leave, as you put it. But I might ask you why you never chased away the evil one when he was certainly practicing a most unpleasant form of magic. I don't believe the council ever issued him a license. Yep, there we go. Well, hello, Spine Ticks. Welcome, Sith Lordly. How you doing, bro? Just getting started here. Yes. Well, we just hadn't gotten around to it, squeaks Pothos from out of his great bulk. Besides, he ate the first 3 messengers we sent. Indeed, says Penteguard with a smile. But we are not the issue, yells Pothos. You are, and you and your illegal apprentice. By order of the Grand Council, you and your brat and your zoo are under house arrest. You have 2 choices, either leave and never again practice magic under penalty of death, or else meet us in a duel of skills. Allow me to confer with my apprentice, says Penteguard, drawing you to his side. Well, Jamie, what do you think we should do? These fellows appear to be very foolish and harmless, but that is not true. They are dangerous, and the council has given them the right to practice within this district. They are well within their rights to demand this duel, so we either quit or fight them. It is your decision as well as mine. You choose to challenge the wizards, then we turn to page 133. If you choose to go to the Grand Council and argue, turn to page 91. So, let's see. I have a round to it, yes. Bobby says, I bought my stepfather a round to it. He then told me what it meant. Yeah. So, all right. We got challenge the wizards or go to the Grand Council. All right. Yeah. Okay. Challenge the wizards or go to the Grand Council. You thought it was a cool keychain with a slice of wood attached? Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know what it meant when I was a kid either. Hello, Rook. How you doing, sister? Nice to see you. So I got that one marked. We got the other one. Well, that can't be right, can it? Okay. Who you want to show up, Tiger? Still saying hi a bit. So we got challenge these wizards or go argue with the Grand Council. Music a little bit. But I have to get some new tunes to listen to in the background here. Now that I can make a lot of my own music, it should be pretty easy. These old funny nutties, is that your choice? Challenge them. Challenge the wizards we got from Bobby. All right, that's one at least. Okay, well, these old funny nutties. I'm guessing that's 2. And Tiger confirms over here. All right. Any other votes? Another here. Some more? Well, all right. These old funny duddies. What happened to my music? Oh, there it goes. It's at the end and continued on the loop. Well, all right. Looks like we're challenging the wizards. Any naysayers? Okay. Let us continue onward. We accept your challenge, gentlemen, says Pedagar. Excellent, hisses Rubus. These are the rules. No magical items may be used. Your staff ring and cube must be set aside, and we will remove all our special aids. Sit down, naysayers. I'm going to have to actually look over there and see what that was, Bobby. Oh, yeah, no naysayers. All right. Yeah, the swords didn't come off in the StreamYard. Well, that's cool. Swords. All right. Day to the naysayers. As he speaks, a variety of rings, charms, and necklaces clatter to the floor. Any magic, so long as it is performed by your skills alone, is allowed. How do we know you're not hiding something special, you ask? Would we do that, protests Polthus? Do owls fly, sneers Fox? Any other rules, asked Pedagar. No, it's very simple, revised Polthus. The four of us go into the Great Hall, and whoever emerges alive wins. Wow, that's pretty impressive. The three of you against Pedagar? That's not fair, you exclaim. Fair? Fair? Of course it's fair, you precious Pedagar. Studied under the Great Gump. We had to settle for the lowly Scrumbog, and we learned things only when we could wake him up or get him from getting drunk. And forget that Pedagar's at least 300 years older than we are. He's had all that time to practice and acquire new knowledge. It will take everything we know to make it fair, but we have a few tricks up our sleeve. He sets a cheater. Bobby says no to cheaters. Cross them out. Bitter much? Yeah, that's about it. Don't worry, Jamie, says Pedagar. Everything will be just fine. Confident, huh? Don't be so sure of that, sneers Bayless. Well, now, there's no reason to wait. Let's begin, says Pedagar, striding towards the door. You trail after him uncertainly. Huh? Screeches Rubus. Where do you think you're going? No one goes into that room except us. The zoo stays outside. Just give me the word, kid, and I'll bite him, snarls Fox. Logan, what room is this? Have I seen that backdrop before? No, this is our new. We're getting set up for our studio. Everything's been moved, and we're welcome to the dungeon, sir. This is the real dungeon. No, no. Yeah, we'll tomorrow night we'll have this all, the rest of this cleaned up and have things set up, and I'll be able to start using my green screen proper, and we'll see how things go from there. But yeah, this is the start of getting the studio set up. So, well, but yeah, this is the backdrop. Those are my books. And some G.I. Joe. All right, let me get this going here. Yeah, Fox says, just give me the word, kid, and I'll bite him, snarled Fox. The fellow is correct, Jamie, says the owl. The contest is not ours. We must not intrude. But what shall we do? You exclaim angrily. can't just sit around here and twiddle my thumbs. Bite him. Yeah. No, indeed, says Bayless. We would like to know that you will not be twiddling or meddling while we are occupied. What do you suggest? Asked Pentagon. We have several suggestions, says Rubus, rubbing his hands together. You can go to Limbo. It's very nice at this time of year. You can rest in the tower. The view is quite nice. You can relax in our game room in the basement. So, would we like to go to Limbo, rest in the tower, or the basement, the game room? Up to you guys. Limbo, tower, or game room in the basement? Starting to have fun with these three wizards. I'm the jackasses. Yeah, I kind of agree, Tiger. I think all of them are a trap. It's actually the first Endless Quest book I ever got. Yeah, they got me to get the other ones. It took me a long time to get Pillars of Pentagon, the prequel to this. This was actually the sequel to that. Fun. So we got Limbo, Tower, Game Room in the basement. I like how they add in the basement. Yeah, the rest of them are all just Limbo, Tower, Game Room in the basement. I like the idea of a game room, though. Yep, that's one for the game room. Ugh. Okay, what's we got? Bobby doesn't like cheating. Yeah, me neither, Bobby. This is the fun part. Wait for everybody to put some answers in. Are you missing a choice? No. Our three choices, Bobby, are Tower, Limbo, or the game room in the basement. Not necessarily in that order. Limbo, Tower, basement, yes. I had a butch distraction. Well, dogs will do that. So will cats. Jump up right in front of your camera. So yes, Limbo, Tower, or game room. Oh, he likes the basement. That's 2 for the game room. So I guess we're moving on. Because I think there's only 3 of you in the chat right now. Well, there's 5, but only 3 of you who are jumping in here. So I'll hold this as our mulligan page, and we are going to go to page 33 to the game room in the basement. Send them to the basement. Okay. What happened? Where are we? Wells Fox, opening his eyes. We are in a narrow corridor, dripping with slime and foul fluids. It appears to be the home of numerous tasty rats, answers Owl. Wait, here's a sign tacked on the wall. It says, "Welcome to the game room." Ew! I agree. Okay. You peer into the blackness surrounding you and groan. Some game room. This is a dungeon. Those wizards tricked us. So they must be planning to trick Pentagon. We've got to get out of here fast to get back to help him. Easier said than done, says Owl. Oh, woo, wails Fox, and the noise echoes through the darkness. Be quiet, Fox, you yell, grabbing him and holding his muzzle shut. None of us wants to be here, but until we figure out exactly where we are, we can't figure out how to get out. And don't forget, there are usually all sorts of dangerous monsters and other creepy things wandering around in these old dungeons. So be quiet unless you want to be dinner for one of them, you add sternly. Trickery! Yes, it was trickery, and it's not even a fun game room. Bad wizards. I agree, Bobby. All right. Right now, the most important thing to do is figure out how we're going to get out of here. Do you pick up any clues with your special senses? You ask the animals. Let's see. Is it weird? I imagine a torture chamber. No, not really. I kind of did too. As a matter of fact, I have spied a most peculiar rainbow-colored cord that appears to be attached to the wall. It gives off a faint glow, says Al. It stretches off to our left. Cautiously, you let go of Fox's muzzle, hoping that he will not start howling again. But he only lifts his nose into the air and sniffs. Bobby wants to do invisibility and will. Leave us alone. All right. I love the name of your character. It's just awesome, Bob. To our right, I smell a strange, fungusy, foresty smell, earthy smell, says Fox, and I hear something moving. Very good, you say. 2 clues. Well, which way should we go? If you want to follow the glowing rainbow cord, turn to page 43. If you want to find out what is moving about and smelling earthy, turn to page 68. Bobby wants to pull a cord, and you said yes already. All right. That's sweet. Give everybody a second to see if anybody else wants to put in an answer, but I doubt it. You can tell we're down to just us, I think. Maybe Sif. All right, you guys want to pull the cord, so we'll just pull the ripcord on that one and move right over to page 43. So this is going to be our new mulligan page over here because we have to go back and do that earthy spell. If this goes south, chase the rainbow. Let's see. Before the choice was given, that's teamwork. Yes, it is. Awesome. Okay. The cord is velvety smooth to the touch. Although it glows with a soft, warm, shimmery rainbow of colors, it sheds little real light. The darkness presses in on all sides. Where do you think it goes, asks Fox. Let's go find out, you answer. Holding the shiny cord in one hand and your dagger in the other, you advance slowly. Do you see anything yet? Whispers Fox. I'm not sure. I think there's some sort of pinkish light up ahead, you answer. Correct, says Owl. Cautiously, you approach the light. Soon you make out a doorway filled with a dull pink, glowing fog that seems almost solid. You cannot see through it. Oddly, the cord does not go through the door, but continues down the dark corridor. What do we do now, you ask? Let's see. It leads to a cheeky leprechaun and a pot of gold. That's a possibility. All right. We have choices again. I hate this darkness. Let's go through the door, says Fox, dashing in. You choose to follow, drop the cord, and turn to page 69. I think we should follow the cord, says Owl. If this is your choice, turn to page 72. So follow Fox through the dark door or through the dark doorway, or follow the cord with Owl on your own. I'm liking this, man. We're getting choices right away. This is pretty cool. We'll be on a new mulligan page. All right. Well, Tiger wants to keep chasing the rainbow. Yep. Fox got himself into that. He can get himself out. Fox jumped through the doorway. So you can either follow Fox through the doorway, because he dashed in, or follow the cord. All right, that's both of you wanting to follow the cord. I'll give you a second if you want to change your minds and go after Fox. We are a team. That's right. Tiger and Bobby. What do we got? Gray and Leva. Gray and Leva. All right. So you guys want to follow the cord? This I think we should go. Think we should say Fox? Tiger's asking. As a team. Let's see. Bobby says, "Who's Fox?" All right. Sounds like Bobby wants to follow the cord. So, are we good with that? Fox can catch up, right? I like that. Who's Fox? All right. Oh, Bobby wants to save the fox. Okay. You missed some. That's okay. So that's kind of where we're at. I guess we're going to go after Fox. Yay, Dave. All right. Unless there's any objections, we're going after Fox. I'll keep it as a mulligan back here, though. Yeah, you have a fox and an owl, yes. Bobby says, okay. I missed the fox right off, too. Yeah, it was pretty quick. Rose Estes is getting right to it this one. She had plenty of experience by this time writing all these endless quest books. Hope Butch is done distracting me. All right. Going after Fox. I think it's her dog. I think Butch is her dog. I can hear Tiger over here. The way we're set up now, I could just hear her. So it's kind of cool. It is tempting to enter the doorway, but the cord seems to send out warm, friendly feelings that urge you on. Hand over hand. Oh, wait a minute. Where'd you go after Fox? Yep. Okay. I had it backwards. Sorry. You, howls Fox in anguish. Fox, come here. Come to me. You call into the wispy fog. And soon a cold nose pushes into your head and trembling body presses against your leg. Where are we, and how do we get home? Quavered Fox. I fear we are somewhere on the plane of elemental air, says Owl, far from home. Yow, howls Fox. Fox, stop. I'll get us home somehow, you say with a confidence that you do not feel. You gather the quivering fox into your arms and stroke his head to comfort him. Owl, why don't you fly around, see what you can see, then come back and tell us? Butch is your rotten dog? Tiger's asking, what kind of dog? Cool. And here is the picture. They've got there at the bottom of the page. It's kind of cool. Nodding wisely, Owl hurtles into the pink mist and disappears swiftly. Nervously, you sit down on the cottony material, which sags but holds you. Morky. I'm not sure what a morky is, Bobby. Yeah, what's a morky? It seems hours before you hear the flap of wings. You give a shrill whistle, and soon Owl descends out of the mist. Your guidance, your call was most welcome, Jamie, says Owl. Everything looks the same from above. Be polite later, Eggface. What did you see? Can we get out of here? Asked Fox. I am uncertain as to an exact method of escape. I saw only 2 items of interest. Designer mix, Maltese and Yorkie mix. Oh, okay. All right. I'm thinking Yorkie and something. yeah, correct. All right, looks like we have some more choices coming up pretty quick here. I am uncertain as to an exact method of escape. I saw only 2 items of interest. 1, a tall cloud castle, and 2, a series of thundercloud mountains. The mountains are so sheer as to defy climbing, but they have a number of large caves in them that may be inhabited. You sigh deeply. Well, I guess we can't expect a sign that says, this way home. But now what are we going to do? Apparently they're giving us 3 choices. 3 choices. Do we get a spine pets for Butch? Butch, yeah, that would be cool. He's got the Yorkie stubbornness. Ah, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like Gray. We have to really catch Gray to get him on camera. All right, so here are our choices. Bring us back sooner or later. They'll bring us back sooner or later, no matter who wins. Let's stay here and wait. 2, let's go check out that cloud castle. Or 3, look at the cloud mountains and find out what lives in those caves. So, shall we wait? Shall we go to that cloud castle? Or should we go look at the cloud mountains and find out what lives in those caves? Think he's been there? Yeah, he might have been. Been a minute, but I think, yeah, there were. I think that was before Tiger started watching Spine Ticks, though. Yeah. What's in the cave? Bobby wants to know what's in the caves. How about you, Tiger? Yeah, StreamYard keeps going up and down on who's watching. I think it's just us. Is the cave closer? I'm lazy. So are you guys saying cave? It's kind of nice. It's kind of just the 3 of us. It's cool. More people show up. That'd be fun too. We could wait and have a break. Well, you guys take your time. We got plenty of choices. You vote break. You guys want to wait? That's an interesting choice. Not what I would have made, but that's cool. Yep. You can wait and say they'll bring us back sooner or later, no matter who wins. Stay here and wait. Go check out that cloud castle, or go check out those caves in the cloud mountains. Break time. Who's got the refreshments? Yeah, I'm getting pretty hungry myself. This one to get some dinner. Yep. So there we go. We can wait. Check out that cloud castle, or go to the cloud mountains and check out those caves. Castle or cave? Basically, yeah. I think waiting will probably end the book. Could be wrong, though. Could be something interesting. We shall see. But caves sound cool. So I got 1 for caves. Yeah, Bobby picked cave. You picked cave before, Bobby. So sound off and see if you're good with that. Caves. Cave. Cave is good. All right, looks like we're going for the caves. Let's do this. Caves is on page 84. Not too far from where we're at. All right, let me see here. Oh, leads to more choices. So, no more mulligan page. Walking on the pink fluff towards the Thundercloud Mountains is very difficult. The stuff pulls at your legs like quicksand. Every step is an effort. In a short time, you and Fox are exhausted, yet the Cloud Mountains still seem far away. Another step, declares Fox. Sorry. I like searching caves. They can be interesting and scary. No bad idea. Maybe, we'll see. It's unfortunate that I cannot share the gift of wings, says Owl, flapping easily above you. There is quite a pleasant wind blowing. Suddenly an idea strikes you. Owl, come down here. I have a great idea. Quickly you take off your long billowing cape. Now, I want you to take the top of this cape in your claws and hold on to the bottom. Close my eyes and concentrate on levitating. Fox can climb into my vest. The way I figure it, when I get up high enough, the wind will catch the cloak like a sail and blow us over to the mountains. What do you think? Isn't that a good idea? That's me in an hour, mutters Fox. Truly an inspiring concept, says Owl, as he gathers up the cloak in his claws. Close your eyes, concentrate, hang on to the cloak, and up and you go. The wind grabs hold of the material, fills it full, and instantly you are flying through the misty air at a fast pace. But suddenly the wind shifts, and before you can adjust the cloak, you are turning head over heels in the air. Help, barks Fox! Brag, and sounds unpredictable, yeah. You almost said up and away. I did. I almost did. Oh, look, Tiger, we get to fly. Yep. You're airborne, all right. You open your eyes in confusion and zip. The three of you plunge downward until you stop abruptly somewhere in mid-cloud. You know the one nice thing about flying here, asks Fox as he climbs up out of a deep, puffy cloud hole. Oh, Ray missed the hole. When you crash, it doesn't hurt. Although you take a few more falls, you soon master the method and are soaring easily through the sky. The cloud caves are visible, says Owl. I estimate our arrival time to be 3 minutes. I recommend we make an indirect approach. I cannot see the residents of the caves, but it never hurts to be cautious. If you want to ignore Owl's advice and land directly in front of the caves, turn to page 90. If you want to follow Owl's advice and land under the cloud cover in front of the caves, turn to page 44. Like an eagle. Like an eagle. See? In this case, it'll be the Cloud Mountains. So, land directly in front of the caves, ignoring Owl, or follow Owl's advice and land under the cloud cover in front of the cave. So, in front of the caves or under the cloud cover? Owls are wise. Taking that to mean follow Owl's advice. Just pop into the music here. What we got, Tiger? What you want to do? Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, yours is up there. Listen to the owl. All right. I think we are good. Okay. Sorry. This Tiger's comment there. Okay. So we go to page 44. All right. Ooh. All right. Okay. Let me see. This leads to more choices, so I could get out of the mulligan page there. Here we go. Settling down to the dense cloud cover, you stare at the caves. All you can tell is that they are very large. A peculiar, multicolored glow shimmers through the opening, but you do not know where it comes from or what could be making it. Hello, GM Cody. How's it going, buddy? All right, bump it in. Well, you're welcome to join us or just listen. We're reading it as a quest book, and the chat gets to decide where we go. Right now, we're getting ready to explore some caves. Why are we sitting here, growls Fox. Let's go down there and check it out. No, let's wait. I'd like to see what lives in there before we have to face it. Fox grumbles, but does not argue. You do not have long to wait. Around a thundercloud mountain come 3 of the most unusual dragons you have ever seen. Each is covered with scales that shimmer and glow and change colors before your astonished eyes. The largest dragon is in the lead, holding a chunk of bright blue substance in its jaws. Behind it, a slightly smaller dragon carries a mouthful of crimson red. Last of all is a small, delicate dragon who carries a little bundle of golden yellow. With grace, unusual for animals so large, the immense creatures flow smoothly through the air. The sun bathes them in light, sparkling on the multicolored scales and filtering through gauzy, transparent wings. With a gentle swirl, they bank and turn, enter the cave, and disappear into its depths. We got dragons! And delicate dragons. Yes, and there's even a picture. Here we go. Wow, will you look at that, Wetzel's Fox? Truly astonishing, murmurs Al. I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it, you say. Well, what should we do? They look pretty nice to me. Not all dragons I've read about. Not at all like dragons I've read about. They're so beautiful. Maybe they're friendly. We can try to talk to them. Have you lost your grip? Are you nuts? Says Fox. A dragon's a dragon. The only thing dragons understand is violence. Kill them, yes. Talk to them, no. I must attempt to avoid danger whenever possible. I suggest that we avoid this confrontation completely, says Al. Bobby says, nice. Yep. Okay, so these are our options. If you want to try to talk to the dragons, turn to page 150. If you want to fight the dragons, turn to page 165. If you want to go to Cloud Castle, go on to the next page. So, you guys thinking going on? Bobby wants to talk to the dragon. Okay, that's one vote for talk. I'd like to talk to them too, so that makes it unanimous for those who have been voting. So all right, so we get to go to 150. You guys are on the same page today. That's kind of nice. Literally on the same page. Okay, let me see. 150. Wow. Oh, this is a big one. Okay, this is a very big one. All right, let's do this. Sheathing your dagger, you call out. Hello, we come in peace. May we approach? A soft voice answers. If you are friends and come in peace, you may enter. Cautiously, you enter the cave and then stop, stunned by brilliant bursts of color. Slowly, your vision clears and you wish it had not. Before you looms a huge dragon. Lower its head till it is level with your own. It says, "Why have you come, human? Do you seek to harm us or steal our colors? Be warned if that is your intent. We come in peace. We are here against our will and wish only to return to our world." "How come you to the cloud world?" asked the dragon. Quickly you outline the events that have led to your present troubles. Malus, Pulthus, Rubus, hated dames, evil persons, says the dragon angrily. Let me show you what they have done. Turning gracefully, it leads you into the depths of the cave. You pass three nests woven of soft mist, and a sprinkle of stars, and stop at the far end of the cave, shielding your eyes against the bright glow. You stare in awe at mounds of pure color. Horizon blue, storm green, moon orange, sun gold, dust purple, twilight indigo, radiant red, all the colors of the rainbow, all carefully harvested by us when they are in their prime. After a storm, we gather up a selection of each and blow a rainbow across the sky. It is our mission in life. Without us and others of our kind, there would be no rainbows. Should we vanish from the earth, there would be less beauty in the world. And when beauty dies, evil takes its place. Let's see. Ooh, they hate the Fuddy Duddies. Fuddy Duddies are wizards. Well, at least those three. Yep. Okay. Until recently, only a few hundred years ago, we lived on Earth in Rainbow Castle, our ancestral home, with the great wizard Chromos. But Chromos died, and no one was found to succeed him. Greed, evil, and war tore up the kingdom, and Malus, Pothos, and Rubus came to Rainbow Castle and declared war upon us. They used their magic, and before we could protect ourselves, they had killed most of us, including Kobold, my brother, king of the Rainbow Dragons. Crystal tears tremble on the dragon's lashes. Somehow we three escaped and made our home here in the Cloud Cave. But even now, we are not safe. Yes, how dare! How dare! Lately, Malus, Pothos, and Rubus have been creeping in while we are out gathering colors and stealing from us. They believe that they can change the colors into gems. Each time they fail, they return and steal more. Fools that they are, they do not realize that a rainbow is more precious, rare, and beautiful than any earthly gem. Yeah, Bobby. Hey, yo. The last time they were here, excuse me, the last time they were here, we returned and caught them in their thievery. In their panic to escape, they threw a spear that almost hit Vermilion. Topaz chased them, but they got away. Scales heaving with emotion, the dragon fans herself with one large wing. Oh dear, if I allow my anger and grief to become hatred, I will sink to their level and be no better than they. Calming herself, the dragon adds, you must think me terribly rude. Where are my manners? I am ultramarine, and these are my children, Topaz and Vermilion. Please excuse my outburst, but those wizards have caused us so much grief. Tiger says, I love this dragon. Maybe my friends and I can help, you say. If we could get back to Earth, we'd stop them somehow. Getting to Earth is simple, says Topaz. Topaz, we can blow a rainbow bridge. Well, they're hard, keeping the colors all together. But if Vermilion helps, maybe. The littlest dragon peeks at you over the edge of her mother's gauzy wing. Meeting your eyes, she withdraws quickly, a bright blush flooding in the scales of her head. Vermilion, stop this nonsense. We need your help. Come out here and behave. And using a wing and her mouth, the dragon's mother gently pushes a blushing Vermilion forward. Now listen closely. This is what we have to do. And the largest dragon talks for a long time. As the day draws to an end, Ultramarine rises to her feet and says, now remember, all I've told you, especially what to do if Pentagard has been harmed. We might be able to save him, but only if we work together. There's a really good picture here. Pretty cool. Let's see. There's the rainbow dragons doing their thing. I wish it was in color. That'd be cool. Let's see. Good thing we came to the caves. Got a thumbs up and cute. All right. Here we go. Madam, your words are engraved on my heart, says Owl, bowing with a toweled hand. Hello, DL, National Parks Princess. How you doing? Looks like we're just about to finish up our book here. Pretty close here. Fluster the dragon says, come now, children. We must blow a nice sturdy bridge. Fluster the dragon says, yeah, come now, children. We must blow a nice sturdy bridge. Placing themselves before the piles of color, the dragons drink deeply until their cheeks bulge. Then, returning to the mouth of the cave, they begin to sway back and forth, and a soft, melodic humming, like the sound of sun shining in the rain, thrums from their lips. Wisps of color drift from topaz, weave back and forth between strands of dew-drenched mist, blown by vermilion. Mingling with and blinding their colors are those of their mother. Yeah, that's okay. It's okay that you're late, DL. I'm glad you showed up. We got a rainbow. Yep. It's okay. You were playing? All right. I hope so, because it's been a fun adventure. Yeah, it's all smiles. Yep. It's all good. Okay, let's see here. Well, I'm going to show that picture again, because that's what they just did. They just breathed their breath of rainbow and created a bridge. Kind of cool. At last, hollow-cheeked and flushed with effort, the dragons sit back on their haunches and smile gently at each other. You quickly step up to Vermilion before she can hide and kiss her on the cheek. A brilliant red glow covers her scales. Don't you think we should get going? Fox asked nervously. Fox is right, says Ultramarine. You must hurry. These bridges are very short-lived. Now remember all I've told you. Let's see. The rainbow breath. Nice. Yep. So that's how the rainbow bridge was really made. Yep. Bite saying hey. All right, let's see here. Although the bridge looks fragile and shaky, it actually feels quite strong. Slipping first on a bit of red, sliding down on a band of green, you clamber down the bridge, crossing at last from sky to earth. As your feet touch the ground, the bridge begins to break up and disappear. Within seconds, nothing remains but a few shreds of rainbow-studded mist and a sparkling rainbow scale at your feet. You pick it up quickly and hide it in your pocket. Then before your courage can fail, you enter Rainbow Castle. DL saying hi back. I think says, did you see the new classified shocker and motorcycle that dropped today from the hill? No, I did not. Oh, wait, yes. Shockwave, yes. Shockwave in the night attack cycle, which is, it's a rare, but it looks pretty awesome. I definitely want that, but I don't do the pre-orders unless it's something big. Like I pre-ordered the vamp, and I'm still waiting on that one. So we'll see how that goes. All right. Halls stand empty and silent, and no one appears. Striding to the giant double doors of the great hall, you grasp the handles and open the doors. Pendergard lies on the floor as though dead. Above him, holding magical devices in their hands, are the three wizards. Let's see. Walmart exclusive? Yeah. They'll never have it in the store. Your vamp shipped? Well, I wish mine would. Well, that means mine will too. I've heard other people say that. Ray saying hi to DL here. I want a Batman Oshi. Yo, Sith. Yo, Radini. What's up, Oshi? We're saying hi. All right. Let's see here. You cheated, you shriek, outraged. The wizards scream in protest at the sight of you, but the three of you ignore them and rush to Pentegard's side. Thank the gods he's still alive! Quick, Owl! Fox! We must do as Ultramarine said. Ignoring the threats of the wizards, you grasp your two friends and concentrate on covering Pentegard with thoughts of caring and love. Let's see. I was about to ask that too. Cat fan is opening them. Okay. Go watch. Just about done here, I think. Instantly, the wizard's shouts fade to the buzz of mosquitoes on a summer's eve. A thick beam of radiant rainbow appears over your head. The shafts of pure color pour down upon you, bathing you in their brilliance and outlining you in gold. Let's see. They have card packs too. I might get one. YouTube hates my potty mouth quote. Ultramarine for the Emperor. Yeah. We'll see. Suddenly, the line begins to waver and fade. Concentrate, you yell. The line grows stronger and holds firm, slowly like thunder fading into the distance. The colors dim and disappear. Pentegard stirs. You help him to his feet. Your viewers like him? Okay. That'll get you in YouTube by jail, Bobby. I love those, though. Yeah. I'll have to check them out. Okay. The wizards broke their word and used magic amulets. Where are they? He asked. Oh. The wizards broke their word and used magic amulets. Where are they? He asked. Let's see. DL says Bobby will run that jail. That's probably. All right. Except for the one who turned me into to get the one forcibly age restricted. Took me 1 year to get Sith Lordly account out of YouTube jail. Lover. But yeah, do what you gotta. Okay. Turning, you look around the empty hall and see nothing but 3 mounds of color. Red, blue, and yellow. Then, even as you watch, the colors spin themselves into thin, wispy threads, slowly wafted upwards, disappearing. To try. Let's see. People can't eat it. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh, shoot. Don't go to jail, Bobby. We need you. Yes. I just bought a bag that says that. We need some more of those shirts there, Spine Ticks. All right. They really did it, you say in awe. Who did what? Groans Pentegard, clutching his head. The dragons. They reduced Malus, Pothos, and Rubus to their primary colors. Hurry, let's go outside. Let's see. Gonna keep my Spine Ticks memorabilia in it. Remember when the other YouTube channel said Spine Ticks could eat a bag of D and we wore the shirt? Yeah, I remember. I remember. You remember? I remember. You remember? All right. Yep. Good times, man. Best times. All right. Let's wrap this up. We got just a little bit left. Let's see. Bursting through the castle doors, you look up into the sky. And there, arching across the heavens in an enormous rainbow, more beautiful than you dreamed possible. There they are, you whisper. Do you think it's so beautiful? Do you think it's so beautiful because something so evil is being used for good? I think I missed something, says Pentegard, scratching his head. Don't worry, I'll tell you all about it, says Fox. I was great. The end. So there they are. Return of the Rainbow to Rainbow Castle. Let's see. See you in the community. Yeah. So, not I have a bag of dicks. Let's see. Everybody laughing. I should wear my eat a bag shirt again. Yeah. We got a happy ending. Yes, we did. Bobby says, woohoo! Well, that was Revenge of the Rainbow Dragons, and we did it in record time. So let's check out our poll and see what won here. So what we're going to be doing next time. We'll go ahead and just end the poll. Let's see, we had 13 votes. Awesome. We got Mountain of Mirrors at 46, Circus of Fear at 23, and Duel of the Masters at 31. So the big winner is going to be Mountain of Mirrors, which is a fun one. All right. Let's see. Let's see. That's your daughter's favorite quote. Now let's finish the last one. Well, we on the next one, I'll put it in the poll. I forgot to do that today, but on the next one, I'll put it in the poll to finish Night of the Tiger. Yes. Also, the haters. Bobby Catalano, but your daughter is awesome. Let's see. Eat a bag of D or happy ending. You didn't choose that one. Well, you know what we can do, guys? If you guys in the chat say it, the next one we'll finish Night of the Tiger, and then the one after we'll read Mountain of Mirrors. If that's what you guys want to do, we can do that. This won the poll, so at some point I'm going to have to read this one. But it looks like maybe if we choose to do that, then this will be June, and the end of Night of the Tiger will be in. You know what? How about this? How about in the next one we start with Night of the Tiger, see if we can finish that one up, and if we get it done a good time, then we'll read Mountain of Mirrors, and if so, we'll pick out something new. Sound good to you guys? Let's see. Bag of D. She's a brat, low. Yeah, our kid is a brat too. Or she's an adult though, living in Texas now, or wants to be he. But that's life. Let's see. If we finish it quick, we could start that one. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, right? Maybe, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. So we'll do both. You read my mind. Yep. It sounds great. All right. We actually got through this one pretty quick tonight. It was a lot of fun. I like that one. You guys made really good choices. That's what happens when you work as a team. Yay, both. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll do both. Even if it takes a little longer, that's fine. We'll do both. Yep, Ray missed a hole. A hole in the clouds. Cloud holes. Let's see. I'll show my new bag and piss off YouTube when I get it. I'm fine with that, Bobby. Oh. Well, that was a fun one. Let's see. Boys are easier, but lazy and dirty. Yep, that's true. When they're babies, the girls actually seem to be easier, but when they get older, it switches around. At least that's how it was for us. Sometimes smelly. Yeah, sometimes. Sorry. Can't stand to be dirty. Me either. Can't stand it. I couldn't sit here last night. We had moved everything around, and I had to move everything and clean and vacuum, and I got it looking pretty nice in here. So once we get set up tomorrow, it should look pretty good. Always smelly. You. Your son hates dirt? Well, you're lucky. That's funny. I hope he likes to go hiking with you, because I wish I had the knees for it. Maybe in the future here, if I get new knees, I'll have the knees for it. Yes, lucky MPP. Yes, DO. Well, I am grateful that you all showed up, and I appreciate you hanging out with me, and I hope you enjoyed Revenge of the Rainbow Dragons. Let's see. He always had to have clean feet when we camped. That'd be a trick at camping. These knees, yes, these knees. You pay him to hike with you? That's funny. It was a fun story. Yes, it was, Bobby. It was I love Revenge of the Rainbow Dragons. And there are so many different endings, but that was always my favorite. I've never read through it many times, but that's the coolest ending. And you guys, right through and got it. Let's see. Sith says he's not a clean freak, but he must wash his hands 100 times a day from doing all the dishes, taking out all the trash, picking up all the pup poop, etc. So, Lady Sith Lordly is a lucky lady doing the cooking. Oh, wow. How much money do you pay him to hike with you? He likes hiking. Oh, let's see. Hand washing is a must for sure. Yep. $5 a mile. That's a good deal. If I was a teenage boy, I would have taken that deal. Give me some exercise. And yeah, that's funny. All right. I do this all the time. And or otherwise I'd be up and down the stairs all day washing my hands. But yes, I'm right there with you guys. Everybody laughing. Like that. You end the show with laughter. That's always good. Let's see. Sith says, Lady and I have good arrangement. She does the stuff I don't want to do and vice versa. Stay with me and the tiger. We do our own laundry. Well, for me, I'm lucky. The tiger and the boys do my laundry. On that score. He takes it. He takes the money. I would too. Let's see here. What if you don't go far enough? Can I get over miles? Oh, I thought that bottle was for some other reason. I guess the tiger wants Luna to say, oh, who's purring up a storm right now? Hello, Luna. Give everybody a hi. You going to look at everybody and say hello? No? You're going to be like that? You going to stay? You going to stay? Thought that bottle was for some other reason. No, that's not lotion. No, it's hand sanitizer, sir. Compromise is great. Yep, Luna made an appearance. Houdini, I tried to lie to him once about mileage, and he totally caught me. I forgot he could read the distance signs. Oh, yeah. Kids are smart where they want to be. This is now officially a Spine Pet show. Yes, sir. Jergens? No, I think this is the Equate brand, and then I also use the Amazon stuff. I think it's the same stuff, actually. Let's see, Bobby's out. Jergens. No, I know. I'm not going to comment on that. No, you're not going to get me on that one. Let me see. Employers always trying to screw the walking man. This is true. Yeah. Well, guys, let me see. We got crap. I forgot to send my Saturday thing, so I'm off. I'm so off this week. Me too. I've been keeping it together, but we have had so much going on. It's been a whirlwind this week. No worries, Bobby. Yep. Well, I said Spine Tick something this week. Should be fun. I hope you guys enjoy it. So, well, I'm looking forward to seeing that and seeing everybody's reaction to it. Yeah, on that note, Revenge of the Rainbow Dragons, great book. Next time, Night of the Tiger and Mountain of Bears. We should have a lot of fun with that. Tiger says, it's okay. We got more Space Cowboys. That's right. Tiger liked your Space Cowboys, Bobby. And I put a like on it, too. You'll send now. Cool. We'll see some stuff. Yes. Good night, DL. Good night, everybody. Later. Hope everybody has a good night. Thank you so much for joining me. Everybody who joined me in the chat. Anybody who watches the replay, thank you. I definitely appreciate it. We've had a good run this week. We hit 500 subscribers, so tomorrow night we're going to be celebrating that on Friday. So definitely catch us for that. And let's see. By saying bye, they kept me out. Great. We got a lot of chat here, so we'll take care of it before we go. Watching your cat video next. Houdini. Night, guys, and thanks for joining us. Definitely came out. All right. We say night. Thank you, sir. Hooray for 500. Yes, thank you, DL. And take care, everyone. I agree.